Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Donyaprueth Sriwannopas. I'm from the Graduate School of Business Administration from NIDA in Bangkok, Thailand. And today I will present my research on factors affecting the adoption of electric vehicles in Thailand. Let me share the slides with you. So this is the title of my research is Factors Affecting Purchase Intention of Electric Vehicles in Thailand. And you can contact me at donya.nida@gmail.com. Today's agenda will be introduction, research framework, research methodology, results, discussion, and conclusion. Recently, Thailand has seen the rise in awareness of popularity of electric vehicles. And one reason is because of the increasing price of gasoline. The sales of both hybrid and pure electric vehicles have increased rapidly. The Thai government has seen the importance of being less dependent on the gasoline at the macro level as an important issue. As a result, in 2021, the Thai government issued the regulations to reduce the levies on the components of electric vehicles and other measures to support the production and manufacturing of electric vehicles in Thailand. The government initiatives have driven down the price of electric vehicles to only about 800,000 Thai baht, which is comparable to the eco car using gasolines that most Thai working group could afford. The bookings of the electric vehicles have gone up 232% year on year. The research framework that is used in this research is the TAM by Davis, 1989, with some adaptation. The researcher has added two variables, the government financial incentives and the price of the vehicles because of the high demand of electric vehicles in Thailand is largely impacted by the government financial incentives. And this is the research conceptual framework. It's the TAM, and then we have two more variables right here. So the research hypothesis could be elaborated into the following hypothesis. Hypothesis 1, perceived usefulness has statistically significant impacts on intention to use. Hypothesis 2, ease of use has statistically significant impacts on intention to use. Hypothesis 3, perceived risk has statistically significant impacts on intention to use. Hypothesis 4, ease of use has statistically significant impacts on perceived usefulness. Hypothesis 5, government financial incentives have statistically significant impacts on intention to use. Hypothesis 6, the price of electric vehicles has statistically significant impacts on intention to use. The research methodology that is used in this research utilizes both the qualitative and quantitative approach. The survey of 400 respondents, which could be the representative of the population in Bangkok metropolitan areas, was conducted. The samples were selected randomly. The questions in the questionnaire were adapted from previous literature, plus the questions on the demographics are added. The statistical analysis used in these studies are the t-test and linear regression. The research also conducted random after survey interviews, which is the brief interviews that are randomly done after the survey is done. The results of the research, the demographic analysis of the respondents show that more males more than females among the respondents. The average income is between 15,000 to 45,000 Thai baht, and the level of interest in using electric vehicles about 3.67 out of 5 scale. More than 95% of the respondents have heard about the coming of the electric vehicles. However, less than 50% of the respondents have studied further about the electric vehicles. Hypothesis 1 is supported in a positive way at a 95% confidence level. This means that more people see the usefulness of the electric vehicles, the more they will have intention to use it. The perceived usefulness includes two factors, the usefulness and the driving range. Both of these variables are statistically significant to the intention to use. Hypothesis 2 is also supported in the positive way. That is, the ease of use of electric vehicles positively affects the intention to use the electric vehicles. Hypothesis 3 is also supported, but in a negative direction. That means the lower the perceived risk of the electric vehicles, the higher the intention of the users to use electric vehicles. The perceived risk was asked in the questionnaire as the safety features of the vehicles, including the worries about using electric vehicles during rainy season or in flooding and other environmental conditions. Hypothesis 4 is also supported in a positive direction. The easier it is in using the electric vehicles, the higher the level of perceived usefulness of the electric vehicles. Government incentives also have statistically significant impacts on intention to use. This hypothesis is also supported in positive direction. The fact that the Thai government provides tax incentive has actually resulted in the price reduction of the electric vehicles and attracts higher intention to use of electric vehicles. Hypothesis 6 is the only hypothesis that is not supported by the statistical analysis and descriptive analysis. This means that the prices of the electric vehicles have no statistical impacts on the intention to use of the electric vehicles. If the buyers have the intention to use the electric vehicles, they would buy it with little attention on the prices of the electric vehicles. The descriptive analysis of the questionnaire showed that more than 80% of users agree that the electric vehicles are useful, and some of them see the high usefulness, but they would rather wait until more people use them or until the electric vehicles are accepted more widely. Another descriptive analysis showed that the respondents agree that electric vehicles are easy to use since they are familiar with the electric vehicles in the news and advertisements. Most of the respondents think that the use of electric vehicles is quite safe. They are not afraid of the electric shocks and similar issues, since they trust that the manufacturers must have tested the electric vehicles to a certain level that is secure and safety enough before they release the vehicles to the market. The R square in this study is 0.379. And the researcher also conducted the t-test to test the difference in demographics on the intention to use the vehicles. And it was found that neither age, gender, education level, nor income levels have different effects on the intention to use the applications. In conclusion, the research has shown that the Thai government's initiative to push the vehicles, electric vehicles into the Thai market has succeeded. The statistical analysis has shown that the adapted TAM framework, which includes two more variables, would support the results described earlier. Nonetheless, this study has some limitations that could be resolved by further study. The limitation is that this study only focused in the Bangkok metropolitan areas and not the provincial areas. Thank you very much, and that would be all of my presentation today. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me through my email.